Hello fellow YouTubers, and today I'm doing a video on comparisons. I'm just going to run through a quick line of stuff that I've tried using and we're going to see what works and what doesn't work for me. I just want to stress the point that these are just my opinions. I'm pretty sure people have their opinions about this stuff, so I thought I'd just run through and say, when I first left the hospital, they sent me home with these wafers right here. These are the Coventech moldable wafers, and some good things and bad things to really say about these. I really didn't like them too much. I guess my main complaint about them is that the tape right here, after a shower, it starts detaching from your skin, and because of the dome that it has, it's really kind of big. And if you don't have the belt, the elastic belt that that they give you, it kind of starts detaching from your skin, so you have leaks a lot quicker with these. But they are good for people who have maybe a retracted ostomy, and they're moldable, so another plus with that one right there. The other one that I tried using was this one. This is a cut to fit wafer. I only used this one for a couple of days. I did have some problems with it. It was when I had a bowel movement. The stool was leaking between the barrier here, and it would detach pretty quick. But it is a cut to fit, which I do like the cut to fit a lot better than the moldable, because with this one right here, when you attach your bag, the moisture that builds up undoes this part right here. So it kind of starts undoing, and it puts a lot of pressure on your stomach, especially if you have one that moves like mine. Mine seems to move a lot when I'm not having a bowel movement. Another one I like to run through real quick is the Coventech one-piece cut-to-fit pouch system. Now, I did use these when I was in the hospital, and I really didn't like them. Because when I was in the hospital and when I first got my ostomy, this is what they put on me to wear. And the first night, of course, that's all we know, that you usually do just have gas that runs through, and then after a while, like with me, they gave me laxatives to get me to have a bowel movement a little bit quicker. And when I did have my first bowel movement, was real liquidy, and this thing just completely detached from my body. I mean, I had a bowel movement and it went everywhere. So the nurses had to run in and like remove the gauze from my incision, because my incision is long ways down, and I was left open on the top and on the bottom part, I guess, for draining purposes. So I used to pack them with gauze, and this thing leaked and it went all in there. So I remember being woken up by the nurses, and they were like pouring up bottles of saline on me, I guess trying to make sure I didn't get an infection. But not that bad, but it does have its downfalls. The other one I want to talk about is this is a Coventech bag. I guess you can say the lock and roll system with the Velcro patch. And this is not a very bad bag. It does hold up. My complaint about it is just when you come into cleaning your stool out, these little Velcro latches right here kind of do really get in the way, so it is kind of hard to bend them, as you can see. And the other thing is it's odor. For some reason, this one just really traps the odor in there and makes it really smell really bad. I mean, even though if you have an ostomy, the odor is going to be there, and it is bad. But this one, in my opinion, did just make it a little bit worse. But it's a cheap bag. They don't cost that much, and if you need something quick, I do recommend to get these. If you use the Coventech brand, and they do fit this wafer, and they do fit this one as well. And to add that this is a 45 millimeter ring, so if you're trying to find, to make sure it has a 45 millimeter ring right there as well. And I mean, like I said, it does work good. It's just my big complaint was the odor and trying to clean. And I remember when I put this thing on, I strapped my seatbelt on in the car, and the seatbelt actually really pulled this little plastic part off, and I have to drive back home and change my bag out again. Another thing that I want to run through and say that what's actually been really working for me and that I really do like is the Hollister skin wafers. These are the New Image skin barriers, and these I find to work really great. The reason why I say that, I have become a Hollister fan. I did like Coventech at first, but then I did some research. I found some other YouTubers out there, and I thought I'd give it a try. So I got a sample from Hollister. They sent me these, and I tried them, and I got to say that these work for me pretty good. Now, this is the Hollister New Image Skin Barrier product number 14603. This is a cut to fit, and these I find to be just really great. The reason why I say that is I've gotten into the shower with them, have no problems with detaching right away. Sits perfect on your skin, and it's just like I said, the water. You can take a bath with them, dry them off with a towel. You don't have to worry about it peeling off right away. So, in my opinion, these work really good. The other one is the bag that comes with it, which I can really say, it's a good, decent bag. My complaint is pretty big, as you can tell. It's a nice little long one, but it works really great, and of course, it's not see-through. It's a plus. Like if you have a job, you're working, and you don't want people to see your stool dripping down, or your family who's kind of queasy about it, and always tell you, cover yourself up. This bag is great. Odor control, not too bad. I mean, it does have a real strong odor, but like I said, you have an ostomy, it comes with it. But like I said, really good pouch, works great, fits with this. These two I really do like, so I don't know what else I can say about them, but they work great. And like I said, these just really flex with your body. So if you do work out, I would say I would use these. And while we're talking about odor control, I do want to put out this. This is the Abbott, made by Hollister. This is the lubricating deodorant, product number 78501. And I gotta say, this is a really good, handy tool to have for odor control. I mean, I know, odor is it's a big thing, and this works great. You put it in your pouch. Let's say when you're going somewhere, you just tear a little thing, just a little paper off, slip it in there, slosh it around your bag, and you're good to go. And it works great. And it's a lubricating. It lubricates as well. So if you have, like me, my output, it's more pasty than liquidy. And sometimes if you don't have water on hand to go use the restroom, it's hard to get out of the bag. But this helps it. And it helps keep the odor at bay. So I would have to say, and they make these in two different forms. You can get this in the package like this, or you can get them in the bigger bottle. I do prefer this because it's pre-measured, and you just throw it in and go. You don't even have to use the whole thing. You want to use just a little bit of it, put it in the plastic bag and throw it in your to-go bag, and use it again if you feel that you need it. So I do recommend for anybody who's looking for a lubricant deodorant, this would be the best, in my opinion, the best way to go, because it works great. Some other things that I want to touch on is paste. I used to use the Coventech paste right here. Now it's a good paste. Works really well. It bonds the wafer to your skin a lot well, and it does add just a little bit of protection, but it's really, really, really thick. So it's not easy to really squeeze out of the bottle to put it around your wafer. But it does work good. The other one that I've just started using is the Abbott by Hollister. And this one is good. It's not as thick as this, so it's easier to squeeze out of the bottle. It's easier to apply to your skin barrier. You stick it and you go, and it's great. I know a lot of people use the rings, but me personally, I do not. I was using these when I was in the hospital, and I did not like them because my bag just did not have a good seal. I would immediately have leaks with using this, so I really don't use the rings anymore. I do prefer to use the paste. I mean, there is, like I said, a downside to it, that if your bag doesn't stick well when you first put it on and it might fall off, then it's just a cleaning process, because this does leave a lot of residue around your skin, and it is real hard to clean off. But if you are looking for a paste to try, and because the rings are not working for you, I do recommend this one. because it's real easy to work with. It's not real hard to squeeze out of the tube. I mean, the Cotton-Tech is another good one too, but I found when this one got wet just a little bit, it started detaching compared to this. I put this on and took a shower and had like no problems with this one. But this is also a good one. You can't find this. I don't have the number for this product. If I did, I would give it out. But the Abbott number for this one is 79300. You can find it. It is another Hollister brand. And it works, in my opinion, it works great. Also, I want to touch this a little bit based on clips. These are the clips that you get with the Cotton-Tech bags. Now, these are pretty good. I do prefer these more over these, because these are the ones that come with your Hollister bags. And my complaint is that it has happened to me at the store. I was at the store once, and this thing got caught in my clothing and unlocked it. And luckily I had no contents in my bag, so nothing went everywhere. But my complaint about these is that it's real easy to open these. Real simple. I mean, once you lock it and it has the pressure of the bag, it still opens up pretty easy. Compared to these have a really good locking system on it, because you have to really apply pressure just to get it up. But it works. This one works great. I mean, I still use these because I like the curvature that it has to it. So when you tuck them into your pants, you know, it does sit well against your body part. You know, I'm not a skinny person. I am, I'm a 6'1", 300-pound guy. So, I do find this works a little bit better because it sits against your skin well. Other than that, this is all I really have to say. I mean, like I said, these are just my opinions on these products. I ran through a couple of Cotton-Tech things. I think, they do work good and they don't have their downfall. But I do really, all in all, do prefer Hollister. And in a couple of weeks, I'll probably be ordering some more stuff and putting up more videos about it. And last thing I have to say is that if you like what you see today, go ahead and hit that like button. If you have anything to ask questions, leave a comment. And if you do want to see more, I will post more videos to come. So go ahead and subscribe. And also, too, under links and descriptions, if you want to find me on Facebook, I'm going to try to get my Facebook put up there so you can find and chat. And, we can have conversations about stuff like this and stuff that's helped you. Because, like I said, I'm still new to this. I've only been in 8 months with my ostomy. And I do plan on keeping it because mine is reversible. But I have never felt so great before. Before my surgery, I was always sick. I had problems with constipation a lot. They say I did do a video about what I was diagnosed with. So, I did suffer from diverticulitis severely bad. I mean, I had 2 surgeries in the first week that I was in the hospital. And then I ended up with my ostomy. So, if you want to have more discussions, or like I said, if you like what you see, hit the like button. Other than that, everyone have a nice day. Thank you.